Hello, beautiful people and awesome subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. This channel is really for you that loves music production, loves songwriting, loves mixing, loves mastering, and you want to know how it's done. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Okay, today we want to talk about mixing and Mixing Explained, Chapter 1. Are you ready? Maybe you just started out mixing and you want to know the basics and the foundation of mixing. So let's hit the studio, shall we? Make sure you subscribe to the channel whilst the film is running. Let's go. Okay, so I have made a track here, as you can see. Very simple, couple of instruments, and I'm going to walk you through my process when we start mixing. And let's say we just jump into the mixing process. Before this, it's the songwriting process, maybe a little bit of arrangement process before we enter mixing. So this is really jumping forward to this process that we call mixing. And as I just mentioned earlier, this is the start process, and this is maybe basic for some viewers, but still, it's so important to get things right from the beginning. So let's hit it. Okay, I've done a very short song with very cheesy lyrics, so let's hear it. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk, enjoy the ride. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this simple song. Okay, so as you noticed, nothing has changed in terms of volumes, in terms of panning. And we're not going to add a lot of cool plugins in this episode. No, we're not, because we're going to try to manipulate the things that affects the mix the most. And do you want to know what that is? It's the volume. Okay, so what we're going to do here is really to take control of the volume and make sure the faders sit right. We're gonna watch these green faders and also this one, the vocals. The other one is for streaming, so don't mind that. Okay, there are millions of processes when it comes to this part of mixing, when you start mixing. And I believe in my world that I tried a lot of different styles of mixing, but I find myself go to this method all the time. And what is that? Well, it is to make sure and understand and decide what is most important in the mix. And as always, it's the vocals. So what we want to do is to start with the vocals. Again, we're just going to manipulate the faders, the volume faders in this episode. So we're going to start with what is most important, and then we're going to add different kinds of instruments around that. So we adjust everything to the vocals. Okay, so let's mute the other instruments and listen to the vocals. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk and... Okay, there's not so much you can do at this point. We just have to decide what level do we want to use on the vocals. So let's try to stay with the unity 0 at the fader. Okay. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Okay, so what's the second most important thing in this mix? We have, as you can see here, drums, bass, piano, tambourine, and brass section. I believe, what's your opinion? Put it in the comments. I believe that the second most important thing is the piano. So, because that makes the song in terms of chords, in terms of vibe. So, we want to unmute that and put the volume down a little bit. Oh, everybody, let's come and see if we can find a good spot for the volume to lift up the vocals, but still, you still want to hear the piano. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk enjoy the ride. Oh, everybody. Make sure you hear the vocals at all times. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this simple song. Oh. Okay, that's a good starting point. And then we have drums, bass, tambourine, and brass. I suggest we go with drums and then bass. So let's hit the drums. We do the same pattern as we put the volume down and just add more and more. Let's come along. Let's take a walk. Enjoy the... Be careful with the drums because the drums is really the foundation of the groove. So you don't want it too low in volume. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this simple song. Oh, everybody, let's come along. It's not bad. Same thing with bass. Put the volume down, unmute. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk, enjoy the ride. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this. So as you can hear, you can still hear the vocals and the lyrics, which is the most important thing. So again, make sure you decide what is the most important thing. And then brass or tambourine. Let's go with brass. Okay, same thing, same procedure. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk, enjoy the ride. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this simple song. Okay, and then tambourine, same procedure. Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk, enjoy the ride. Oh, everybody, let's sing along to this simple song. Okay, something like that. And then, of course, there's also always a question of how in your face, how loud you want the vocals to be. And that is also a matter of genre. If you're working with classical music, maybe you work with musicals, then the vocals tend to be a lot louder than if you work with, let's say, punk music or rock music in certain styles. Then in those kind of styles, the vocals are more blended into the band. But still, you have to decide what is most important in the mix. If you're using this method, there are many other methods. Put in the comments. Okay, so we have some kind of balance here, yeah? And we're not going to do any panning at this point. So make sure you have found a proper balance in the volume before you do anything else and decide what's the most important thing. So let's listen again, yeah? Oh, everybody, let's come along. Let's take a walk, enjoy the ride. Let's sing along to this simple song. Okay, so that was my first course in Mixing Explained. It's really important to get things right from the beginning. And if you want to know more, please subscribe to the channel and I will go through many of the steps that are after this. Maybe do some panning, do some simple volume taming in terms of compression, and we'll see where that ends up. Okay, so that was all for today. I wish you the best of days and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.